Thank you, Governor. Today, we will give you an update on numbers. We're going to talk a little bit about how the extra $300 works for backdated claims. We know there's some anxiety about that, and hopefully I can explain to you how that's going to work. There's a lot of questions about the 1099s for tax year 2020 that have started going out. I'll talk about that a little bit for you. I want to give you some updates on the Bank of America debit cards and one small update on how you can report UI fraud. So first to the numbers, we still through the end of November have approximately 1.5 million claims. Again, as we've explained before, though that claims number includes duplicates. You could have one person who could have accidentally filed 10 claims, or you could have one person who correctly filed 3 different types of claims. So when you break those numbers down, that is about 650,000 unique claims for about 600,000 people. We have a total number of claims that we have approved of 554,000. Approximately 27,500 that have been denied. There are 87,000 approximately pending that have a hang up with the claim, but of those, only 40,748 are people whose identity we can verify. So only about 46% of those claims we think are right now most likely real people. So that's our numbers for through the end of last week, and obviously we'll have updated numbers on the next update. Now, the questions we've had about the backdated claims and how the $300 weekly supplement works. There are a lot of people who are afraid because their PUA claim has been delayed because of our need to do the computer programming, means that they're going to miss out on that $300. That's not how that works. Once you get that pay, if it's for the first week of January, even if you don't get that pay till February or March, you will get the $300 for that week. It works exactly like the $600 did back earlier in the spring and summer of 2020. So we know that there are issues with the backdating. The Office of Unemployment is working hard on that programming, and we should have an update later this week for you for people who have back weeks to claim about how to get that claimed back to the beginning of January, so you don't have to wait an inordinate amount of time to get that money. Now, 1099s, we know a lot of people have been confused by the 1099s that have come out, that where you see the number of the amount of unemployment compensation at the top of the document. You don't believe it matches the amount that you actually got. That's probably true because that is the number pre-tax, and most people have tax withheld from your unemployment benefits because those are taxable both at the federal and state level. So the amount that is up there is the gross amount. Then the amounts that have been taken out are listed in another box. So that is all information that when you do your taxes, you'll have to put in. But if after looking all of that and you deduct the amount of tax that was taken out, you think something is still wrong, tomorrow there will be an email you can email, and that is KYOUI1099@ky.gov. And they can help you out with that. Now, a reminder to those with the Bank of America debit cards, if you are still receiving payments on those, that ends at the end of this month. You will have until the end of February to spend that balance, but after that, that balance won't be available to you anymore. If you have not updated your profile with the bank account routing information, you will start getting paper checks after this week. Please, if you want a paper check, make sure that we have your accurate mailing address so that you can get that in a timely manner. And for new claimants after January 1st, you should have only had the option for a direct deposit or a paper check. So this should only affect people whose claim was filed prior to the end of 2020. Now, last, I want to give some information on how you can report fraud. We have had an uptick of fraudulent claims. So if you receive a letter saying that you applied for unemployment benefits and you did not apply, or you are an employer and get a notice that an employee filed and the employee is still sitting right there, you can email uifraud@ky.gov, and we'll flag that claim and make sure nothing is paid out on that. And also, too, if someone has been able to file those claims, obviously there's an identity theft concern. You can check out the resources on the Attorney General's website. It gives lots of good resources there where you can check your, where you have links to check your credit reports and make other kinds of reports about identity theft. And that's it for today.